I never meant to want her. She's the one woman I was never supposed to look at, never supposed to notice, never supposed to imagine. But the night she looked at me the way she did, something shifted, and I haven't been the same since. If her daughter had walked into that kitchen 5 seconds earlier, this story would have ended very differently. But she didn't, and that's where it all began. It was supposed to be simple. Dinner. Conversation. Nothing complicated. I knocked on the door confident. Then she opened it. Not the woman I'd been seeing. Her. She stood there calm. Elegant. Completely in control of herself. The kind of woman who doesn't try to impress, because she doesn't need to. Her eyes locked onto mine, and she didn't look away. Come in, she said softly. 2 words, but they felt heavier than they should have. I stepped inside, and immediately something felt different. She walked ahead of me, and I tried not to notice the way she moved, smooth, deliberate, almost aware of the effect she had. But I noticed every step, every detail, every subtle glance over her shoulder. Dinner started normally. Conversation, laughter. But every time she entered the room, my focus shifted. She would ask me questions, simple ones, but hold eye contact just long enough to make my pulse jump. At one point, she poured me a drink. Her fingers brushed mine. Lightly. Too lightly to call accidental. She didn't pull away immediately. And neither did I. My chest tightened. She looked down briefly, then back up at me. A faint smile. She knew. She absolutely knew. I shifted in my seat, trying to calm my breathing. Tried to ignore the heat building inside me. My body was reacting in ways I couldn't fully control. And she saw it. I know she did, because her eyes flickered down for just a second, and that smile deepened. Later, she asked me to help her in the kitchen. Alone. The moment we stepped in, the atmosphere changed. No background noise. No distraction. Just the quiet hum of tension. She stood closer than necessary, our shoulders almost touching. You're very quiet tonight, she said. Her voice was lower now. Not motherly. Not casual. Personal. I swallowed. Just thinking. About what? She asked. She stepped closer. There was barely space between us now. My heart was pounding so loudly I was sure she could hear it. She reached up, adjusting my collar slowly. Her fingers lingered against my chest. Not by accident. Deliberate. My breath caught. This is dangerous, I said quietly. She didn't step back. Only if you make it dangerous, she replied. Her hand slid away slowly. But the heat stayed. Footsteps echoed from the hallway. She moved instantly. Distance restored. Expression calm. Like nothing had happened. But everything had. The rest of the night felt charged. Every glance held meaning. Every small smile felt like a secret. When it was time to leave, she walked me to the door. Alone again. The silence between us wasn't awkward. It was loaded. She stood inches away, close enough that I could feel her warmth. You'll come back, she said softly. Not a question, a statement. I looked at her, at the confidence in her eyes, at the quiet challenge there. And then it happened. A sound behind us, a voice calling her name. She didn't panic. She didn't move away quickly. Instead, she leaned slightly closer and whispered, "Next time, don't hesitate." Then she stepped back just as the hallway light flicked on. I walked out into the night with my heart racing. My thoughts tangled. My body still reacting long after the door closed. I should walk away. I should forget it. But I know I won't. Because the way she looked at me wasn't regret. It was anticipation. And something tells me, next time, she won't stop. Before I left, something happened. Something I didn't expect at all. The air felt heavier, the house quieter, and a presence lingered behind me, just for a moment. My heart raced. My thoughts tangled. I can't tell you exactly what happened without spoiling everything, but I promise it changes everything. You'll have to watch the next part to see how far this goes. Subscribe now because this story, it's just getting started.